Manny Pacquiao, one of boxing's most iconic figures and the only 8-division world champion in the sport's history, has once again made headlines with comments regarding his potential opponents. Known for his fearless approach inside the ring and his long list of memorable fights against some of the sport's greatest, Pacquiao recently addressed a question that has intrigued fight fans for years: whom he would face if Floyd Mayweather Jr. did not come out of retirement for a rematch. Pacquiao, now in the latter stages of his career, has consistently expressed respect for Mayweather, his longtime rival. The pair famously faced off in 2015 in a bout that shattered pay-per-view records and remains one of the most lucrative fights in boxing history. Despite Mayweather's victory, Pacquiao has often spoken about the possibility of a rematch, making it clear that he still values the competitive nature of facing the undefeated American. However, Mayweather has repeatedly shown little interest in a full professional return to boxing, choosing instead to participate in exhibition matches that maintain his visibility without risking his unblemished 50-0 record. This has left Pacquiao considering alternative opponents to continue challenging himself and delighting fans around the world. Among the most intriguing of these alternatives is Conor McGregor, the Irish MMA superstar who famously crossed over to boxing for a one-time bout with Floyd Mayweather in 2017. McGregor's debut boxing match against Mayweather ended in a 10th-round stoppage victory for the American, but the fight proved that McGregor could compete in the squared circle, at least for a time. Since that high-profile encounter, speculation has grown about a potential matchup between Pacquiao and McGregor, combining Pacquiao's decades of boxing experience with McGregor's notoriety and unorthodox fighting style. The prospect excites fans from both the boxing and mixed martial arts communities, given the novelty and the star power of such a contest. Pacquiao recently made it clear that he is open to a fight with McGregor if Mayweather definitively rules out a return. He emphasized that while Mayweather remains his first choice for a rematch due to their history and the significance of their first fight, he is prepared to step into the ring against McGregor in a legitimate boxing match. Pacquiao's comments suggest a willingness to take on a challenge that many view as unconventional, but which could nonetheless capture global attention. He stressed that such a fight would not be an exhibition for show. Rather, it would be a serious, competitive bout that respects the sport of boxing and the legacies of both fighters. For his part, Conor McGregor has expressed enthusiasm about the idea of facing Pacquiao. Known for his confidence and outspoken personality, McGregor has publicly stated that he believes he could successfully compete against some of boxing's best, and he has shown no reluctance to cross into the boxing ring again. Although he is primarily an MMA athlete, McGregor's previous experience in the boxing ring provides him with a foundation to entertain a serious bout with Pacquiao, especially given the global attention it would attract. From a strategic standpoint, a Pacquiao vs. McGregor fight presents a fascinating clash of styles. Pacquiao is renowned for his speed, footwork, and lightning-quick combinations, developed over a career spanning more than 2 decades. McGregor, on the other hand, is accustomed to the precision striking of MMA and the mental games of combat sports, making him a tricky opponent with unconventional timing and angles. While Pacquiao's experience would likely give him a significant advantage, McGregor's unpredictable style could create moments of excitement and tension, offering fans an entirely new spectacle. The potential financial implications of such a fight are also significant. Pacquiao's bouts have historically drawn massive pay-per-view numbers, and McGregor's celebrity and crossover appeal could combine to create a blockbuster event. Boxing promoters and networks are naturally interested in these types of high-profile matches, given the revenue potential and the attention they generate across both sports and mainstream media. Even a single fight could easily eclipse the financial success of many regular championship bouts, making it a lucrative consideration for both athletes. Despite the appeal, logistical challenges remain. Pacquiao, now focusing on his post-boxing career and political engagements in the Philippines, would need to prepare for a fight of considerable magnitude, ensuring that his conditioning, weight, and health are optimal. McGregor, similarly, would need to commit to rigorous boxing-specific training, as MMA striking differs in mechanics and strategy from pure boxing. Negotiations around purses, rules, and venues would also be crucial to determine whether the fight could realistically occur. These elements make a Pacquiao-McGregor fight more complex than a standard professional matchup, requiring careful planning and mutual agreement. Historically, Pacquiao has demonstrated a willingness to take on formidable opponents throughout his career. From Juan Manuel Marquez to Ricky Hatton, and from Eric Morales to Timothy Bradley, he has never shied away from challenges, often entering fights as the underdog or in situations where the outcome was highly uncertain. This mindset, combined with his commitment to rigorous training and tactical preparation, reinforces the credibility of his statements about being willing to face McGregor. It is not a publicity stunt. Rather, it is an extension of Pacquiao's long-standing philosophy of embracing challenges and testing his abilities against the best. Fans and analysts have also speculated about the legacy implications of such a fight. For Pacquiao, defeating a crossover star like McGregor could solidify his status as one of the sport's most adaptable and fearless competitors. For McGregor, a respectable performance, even in a loss, could enhance his reputation as a multifaceted combat sports athlete capable of competing against elite boxers. The match could bridge the worlds of boxing and MMA in unprecedented ways, attracting new audiences to both sports and creating a global event that transcends traditional boundaries. Pacquiao's willingness to consider McGregor if Mayweather declines also underscores his enduring love for competition. Even after achieving virtually every milestone in professional boxing, he remains motivated by the prospect of testing himself against top-level opponents. This mindset is part of what has endeared him to fans worldwide. He fights not only for titles or financial reward but for the sport itself, for personal growth, and for the thrill of stepping into the ring against worthy adversaries. In conclusion, Manny Pacquiao's recent statements have reignited discussions about the potential for a high-profile fight with Conor McGregor. While Floyd Mayweather Jr. remains a priority for Pacquiao due to their shared history and the iconic status of their previous bout, the Filipino legend has made it clear that he is open to alternative challenges if Mayweather chooses not to return. A fight with McGregor would present unique stylistic, financial, and legacy-related considerations, promising an event that could captivate fans across multiple sports. While negotiations and logistical hurdles remain, Pacquiao's openness to the idea demonstrates his enduring commitment to the sport, his competitive spirit, and his willingness to embrace bold opportunities even late in his illustrious career. Fans around the world will undoubtedly continue to speculate, debate, and hope that such a matchup might one day come to fruition.